So we've had a really interesting post from Ross Coulthart, who always does a fantastic job, on X with regards to the new SECDEF, Pete Hegseth. So it says here, and I quote, Pete Hegseth laudably pledges accountability and transparency to the American taxpayers on Department of Defense expenditures.
Achieving peace through strength, restoring the warrior ethos, rebuilding our military, and reestablishing deterrence. Those are no-brainers, and the American people gave a mandate to President Trump, and through him to us, to double down on those priorities, and that's exactly what we're doing.
He also rightly castigates the legacy media for its failures to properly cover this issue.
Now, the legacy media has, of course, a different agenda. You see the same clickbait headlines that I do. Time after time, the media distorts good news stories or often just gets them flat wrong. In many cases, well, in most cases, they have an agenda. Other times, they are just lazy, as they often are, and they don't take time to actually understand the facts.
Legacy media has done a pretty terrible job of covering the UAP issue. Specifically, I think he's talking about a more broad perspective here, not just focused on UAP, but everything else included, but not limited to, of course. And I just think that's a really important part to emphasize, as I've done videos on how I think legacy media hasn't really done their job on this. And that's why you've got me, because I was frustrated with the lack of information and almost like it's being strangled from them. I don't know, it's a weird one, isn't it? But he continues on, will he, when briefed about it, reveal the truth about UAPs? Huge amounts of taxpayer money has allegedly been illegally diverted from black programs for decades to fund an unaccountable and illegal UAP craft retrieval and reverse engineering program. Now, on that point, David Grusch talked about this in the hearing 2 years ago, saying that he knows where all the misappropriated funds to fund these legacy programs are going, and he gave the name of the account as well, which was really interesting. Since then, we've heard nothing because he's not been in a skiff for 2 years. However, he is making a movie, though, as an advisor on set, which is interesting, but we'll get into that one in another video. Multiple witnesses now verify this secret program has been illegally withheld from knowledge of Congress and POTUS. Pete Hegseth's biggest test will be if he decides to tell the public the truth about the legacy UAP retrieval and reverse engineering program. Will the cabal protecting this secret actually let him do it?
So to that end, we have 3 stories that have come out, stay with me, 3 stories over the past couple of days that I want to update you on. The first is Doge. They're here and we're welcoming them. In fact, right over there, about 20 minutes ago, I just met with them. And we're going to be incorporating into what we're doing at DOD, everything they're doing to find fraud, waste, and abuse in the largest discretionary budget in the federal government. They're going to have broad access. Obviously, with all the safeguards on classification, they know that. Many of them are vets, they care just like we do. To find the redundancies and identify the last vestiges of Biden priorities, the DEI, the woke, the climate change BS, that's not core to our mission, and we're gonna get rid of it all.
Guys, I think it's good that Pete is doing this. I think that he's been pretty transparent so far. Let's see if he follows through with the UAP stuff. I hope he does. That's pretty much it for now, guys. You heard it first from DK, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.